Hey, happy Memorial Day. This is Jerry with Wealth Dynamics. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you don't know me, I do have to apologize and introduce myself. I own Wealth Dynamics. I help you build wealth so that you can eliminate poverty in your own life and own your potential. And the way I do that is three things. I help you make money, keep money, and multiply it so that you can stop exchanging your time for money and have wealth do that for you instead. Now, today's topic is how I changed my life financially. There were three stages I had to go through that I learned from to get where I'm at today. And I'm not at the finish line yet. Don't get me wrong on that. I've got tons more work to do. But I want to share with you how to take a shortcut so that you don't have to go through all the stuff I went through. So growing up with money, today's video, by the way, it's about control. Growing up with money, initially I had no control. And you didn't either. The reason why is you were a kid, you were a baby, you didn't earn income, you didn't know how to earn income. There was no way for you to have control over that. So I went from having no control over my finances. That's where I started. And so I knew my parents earned income. I knew that they would, buy things for me, and I didn't know how to get it for myself. Okay, so I went from that to probably around age 10 working for my dad. Now, working for my dad, I had control over my money in the sense that I knew I could go earn it. Same thing with like allowances. Right? I could now earn income, but I had no self-control. I didn't have any self-control. And so what would happen is I would go and earn this income, and then I would immediately go spend it. I would go broke every single time I got paid. And the result was I built a habit out of this, and I carried this into my adult life. Okay, so that's the first stage. I went from no control, no control at all, and no self-control at all, to then having bad control. So I had a few instances in my life from probably the ages of 19 to 22 where I had bad control of finances, because the no control thing and the no self-control thing, what that did is it put me and my wife in financial danger. Okay, we actually were homeless at one point. We were broke all the time. It put us in a position that we compromised our personal ethics just to get by with finances. And that's not worth it to me. And so I made a decision that I would now start having control. And so I got as controlled as I knew how to get. I started putting all my money in envelopes. I started counting everything. I started budgeting. I started trying to save 3 cents on gas, looking for coupons on everything, paying off all of my debt. I was a financial miser. Okay, if I could save 3 pennies, I would do anything I could to save 3 pennies. The result of that, though, was I was always at a plateau. I never had money. I was broke all the time still. I had to miss opportunities because I didn't have money to involve myself in them. And so after, again, hitting a phase of rock bottom, doing that bad control, and the reason it's bad control is because it doesn't work. You're going to hit a plateau if you're on that model. You're going to cap out and you'll never make it past that. So I went through cycles of I was always either broke or I was about to be. Broke or about to be, and that would repeat over and over and over. So after enough of that, I decided I was going to have good control. And I had an instance in my life where I stumbled across some information about money that I had never seen before. Okay, I was a financial advisor. I had 5 licenses for finance to be able to practice as an advisor, but this information, I'd never learned it. Between all of those tests, all of the studying that I did, nobody ever taught me this information. And so when I got a hold of the information, I changed my operating basis, and it told me, the information I got told me how to operate differently on my finances. So I changed, and I got into good control. Good control looked like this. I would look at my bank account twice a day. I still do that now. Every week I would have a wealth meeting. I would rate my income and my expenses on a 1 to 5 scale. I would plan for my income, and I'd plan for my expenses for 30 minutes every week. I stopped paying my debt off. I stopped putting stuff towards investments. I maximized the amount of money I could get back on my taxes. I cut my insurance costs down. I got margin back. Then I started saving 40% of my income. 40% of my gross income. Once I did that, I started investing that money being saved back into myself. And what I realized was that over the course of 3 years operating on that basis, I 17x'd my income. It's not magic. It's very simple. My income went up 17 times. It multiplied 17 times over the course of 3 years doing this good control thing, operating properly with my finances. So that's what I'm here to teach you how to do. I actually wrote you an article today. I'm posting it in the comments. I want you to read the article. I want you to download I want you to download the ebook from the article and learn about how to have good control over your finances, how to do what I did. It's not magic. It doesn't cost you anything, but that's what I teach people how to do. The reason why is I don't want you going through what I went through. You don't have to. Okay? So thank you for watching. Happy Memorial Day. I appreciate you tuning in. I'll talk to you later.